step outside and record my intro because my husband's inside playing Dungeons and Dragons and it's too noisy to record in there with him. So this is a way of doing rituals with wild animals. I live in the city, so I've got wild birds. And it allows you to set your intention, decide what's important to you, and put your ideas out and your request out into the world. And basically what we're doing is we're chopping up nuts, we're putting them into some form that represents what we want to see in the world, and we're letting the wild birds go and consume them and take them out into the universe. So it's a way of working with natural energies for your rituals. I just love wild animals and I love working with them. So I hope you guys watch the rest of the video because there are a lot of details about how to do it. And then also you can see what I did and we'll talk about the results. So I hope to see you soon and that you enjoy the rest of this video. Okay, so here I am grinding up the peanuts so that they're a little bit more accessible. Now a crow can pick up a whole peanut and a blue jay can pick up a half peanut. But if you want to feed robins and starlings, you need to make them a little smaller for the smaller birds. And I'll say that if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can just chop them up on your cutting board with a knife. That works perfectly well. Okay, so then what you do is just start laying out your peanuts in whatever letter form or shape you want to, that is the message you're trying to get out into the world. Now I've chosen a little bit of a raised area here off the edge of my deck. You can see this is the front porch, just because that's easier than doing it on the ground, but you could totally do it on the ground or you could do it on a fence railing. Might be a little bit easier to do it higher up. I've done this at the park, on the railings at the bridges and things like this, or picnic tables, anywhere really where there are wild birds around and they're going to have access to what you're doing. I'm doing this for a podcast I'm part of. It's called Paranormal Exposure, and you can check us out on Patreon. And I want to make sure that we're really acting in love as part of the podcast, so that's why I'm choosing the word love here. I should mention that any nuts are fine, doesn't have to be peanuts. I just like these because they're inexpensive and I can buy them in bulk rather than buying birdseed or more expensive nuts. And then the other thing, of course, is to make sure that you're using unsalted nuts. And of course, organic is ideal if you can get it. Doesn't matter whether they're roasted or not roasted. Birds don't really care about that, but just no salt and organic if possible. Normally I might just leave my little treasure there and let the birds come and grab it, but I've been working really hard lately. I've been doing a lot. I'm working on this podcast called Chasing Paranormal, which we're starting. And I just felt in myself that I needed to spend some time chilling out and listening to the bird song. So I'm actually situated myself on the porch here. There's my little love over there. And I'm just gonna wait and watch and absorb the energies of the bird song around me. I woke up this morning so excited to see if the birds had taken away the peanuts for my love spell yesterday. Well, maybe it's a ritual. I'm technically not a witch, so I guess that makes it a ritual. And here's what I saw. Now, that's completely gone. And I wouldn't think the birds would have eaten quite so much overnight, so my hunch is that we got a little help from some squirrels or maybe some raccoons, because all the peanuts are gonzo. So I decided I would double down on the love, because I have to tell you, we were talking about the show on a call last night, and I'm like, we need a lot of love. And then I woke up this morning doing exorcisms, so I think the love really worked. So I decided that I would double down and I would try a new ritual today. So here's what I've got for the new ritual. Yeah, so this is a protection circle. Since I did exorcisms this morning, we got rid of a bunch of sort of evil and not very positive energies that were attaching themselves to people. now we're doing a ritual of protection because we're going to wake people's spirit guides up. Well, the spirit guides are already awake. We're going to attach people to their spirit guides so they can leverage the help of spirit guides. And then we need protection to make sure we don't get any new icky spirits attaching themselves. So I'm going to record another video with some more insight about how I get rid of evil spirits, and you can try that on yourself. But if you want to ask your spirit guides for protection, and if you want to do a love spell and you want to do a circle of protection spell ritual for yourself, go right ahead. It's not proprietary, so give it a try and let us know in the comments what happens and how you do. So I'm uploading a little bit of an update just for the tail end of this video. So I did these 2 days ago, and I've already seen what I feel like is the results of these little rituals or spells, if you want to call them that. So I think it's really effective. I updated the altar for it. There's another video coming about the, no, I think I already have the video on about the altar. And yeah, I think it's really effective. So I can't wait to hear in the comments what happens when you try this for yourself.